Happy Friday afternoon. As promised in my video, I am going to taste some first year strawberries that I let ripen. So these were plants that I just purchased a couple months ago, and some of them are as tiny as that. And some of them are big. Well, that wouldn't be really big, but red. And then this one is from the same plant as this one, and notice they grow a little weird, but I let them get really deep ripe and red. And then this one is from a different plant that I let ripen probably a day or so less than the other ones. So just notice the color here, not as red. So this is kind of what we would see in a store. And then when we're in a store, we tend to go look for berries that are like that. And the riper they are, the faster they're going to go. So these are organic, not been sprayed with anything. They're fresh off the vine. And so we're going to taste some. Here's another one, not that big, but ripe. And then here's a really tiny one that I didn't think was going to do much of anything. And actually, it may not even be edible. Like, what is that? No, that just looks like the stem. Okay. So I am going to go with this one that I just showed. Took the tip off. That is as much berry as I got out of it. And it was probably on the vine less time than the rest of them, so let's see. It's still sweet. It's actually not bitter at all, as I would have expected. I'm not sure if that's because it's tiny. Here's another one, super, super, super tiny, but very ripe, deep red. So I'm gonna pull the top off. I did rinse them and clean them off. Let's go with this one. It just doesn't taste like a strawberry I would get out of the store. The sweetness to it, it's just so sweet. And you just taste like full strawberry. I don't taste a lot of water. Usually when I get strawberries from the store, it just tastes very watery. Even the ones that are organic. Organic strawberries taste better than non-organic ones, but these even taste better than the ones I get from the store. Again, this is fresh off the vine. It hasn't even been 10 minutes since I harvested them. Oh, so much better. So much better. It's still sweet. Remember, this one is not as ripe as this one. This one was on the vine probably a day or so less time than this one to let them ripen. At first I was going to leave it on, but I was like, let me see. So I'm also kind of looking at the tops. The top is kind of a pale green. Top is a little bit deeper in its green, so I don't know if that makes a difference. But still, I'm not getting any tartness on my palate, which wouldn't bother me. Sometimes I like my strawberries a little tart for that vitamin C and that acid in them. So here's this one. That one, a little tart, but still sweet. It's like the perfect tart. Like you can feel the acid moving about on my tongue. The other ones that were a little ripe and small, the flavor sits downwards. That one, the flavor kind of moves up on the top of my palate. I am a foodie, so I do taste things this way. Like literally, we go to restaurants and I'm talking about how things are hitting my palate and what they taste like. Still, even after the fact, the aftertaste is just sweet, pure strawberry. It's just amazing. Next one I probably would maybe do like a compare and contrast of ones that I got from the store in comparison to here. But here's this one that was kind of shaped a little weird. So when we get these perfect, pretty strawberries out of the store, they be throwing this type of stuff away. And that's good fruit. Now that is good. Now, I probably left it on a smidget too long for my own flavor, because again, sitting down. So that probably was a smidget too ripe. But it's still good. And that wouldn't have been one that you can put in the refrigerator. You would have had to eat that like right away. So this one was the prettiest one. And again, I had been harvesting very soon. I think I'm going to go with harvesting with a day or so less at this point. I just like them better. I'll test Hubs to see what his preference is too. And here's this one. Oh, that was perfect. The size of the berry probably makes a difference when you let them get ripe. That's so good. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was probably the best one. Whoa. Oh, this feels so good to me. You know, strawberries take a while. I have 2 plants. I purchased like 20 plants last year. Only 2 of them survived. Only 1 out of the 2 is giving me fruit this year. But if these keep performing like they are this year, they're going to be great. The 2 that I have out there that survived from last year, those are June bearing, and they are really, really good. Like when you pull them off, you're really good. Like Hubs was like, oh yeah, that's good. It's just not giving me enough fruit. So I'm most likely going to buy more towers next year. I don't know if I'm going to, like if I see some and then still on sale now, if I would just buy more to prepare for next year. I don't know. I might. They might give me something when it cools down, because the ones that I saw were everbearing, meaning you can get multiple harvests. I mean, like, look at that. It has my finger. I don't know if you can see that. A little red. But it's a good Friday to just sit and enjoy the fruit of my labor. Going out every day, just doing a little something every day. I mean, man, it's just still sitting there. It's so good. But you might not be able to get the benefit from starting something the first year. From what I hear, strawberry plants really give you good stuff in year 3. And so that means, and I think they said after like 3 or 5 years, I got to do some more research. Like they're just pretty much done. You're not going to get much more out of them. So hopefully the plants that I have out there give me some runners so that I can start my own starts. That would be great. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if any of the varieties that I have will give me runners, but if I get runners, I'm going to start some. But I do know that I have 12 first year plants this year that I'm probably going to have to move to the northeast part of the garden space so that the sun don't cook them, because I left some of them in the greenhouse last year and they all got cooked. I also have some alpine strawberry seeds that I can probably going to start indoors later in the fall, and then take them outside to the greenhouse through the winter so that they can kind of just be out there and get a head start for next year. But this is just thinking ahead. We spend quite a bit of money in strawberries, but we do eat primarily plant-based. My husband is full vegan. I am primarily plant-based. I have some fish, and white meat chicken, but I don't eat it every day. So yeah, that's the strawberry update. They were delicious. Now I just wish I can go get some more off the vines, but I can't. So, as promised, here's an update. Happy Friday. Garden life is good. Go play in some dirt.